Alright, how we all doing? So, we're going to be doing some vintage diecast today. And by vintage, I mean some of these are older than me. Uh, these are 40 years old, a lot of these. Some older, some a little newer, but not by a lot. We have Matchbox. We have a few brands I've never heard of. And that could be a good thing or a bad thing, so we're going to dig into this and get some value out of it. First, we got this Tonka. So it says Tonka. It feels like it's tin. There is no year on it. There's a few different number codes, 3 of them actually. One on the bucket, one in the center, and then another one stamped and made in Mexico. That's all I got. I'm not sure what tin goes for versus actual like die cast. Still rolls, the tracks work. It does look like it might be missing something. There's this like whole pin thing in the back. I don't know what you would ever put there as a front end loader. I don't know if it could be also, I don't know, pull something, but the only thing I can think of is maybe a canopy. But let's check out what this goes for. So by punching in that center code, I've found a few examples of it. So asking price is like 16 bucks on these two up here, 21 down here. What I have going for me is the sticker is intact. You can see on the one next to the picture here, the sticker is gone. And I have the tracks. Both of these do not feature tracks. These listings say it's from the 70s, and that's believable. I can't tell for sure. I might be able to look up, there might be a resource on Tonka. I've never run into ones old enough to even be bothered with it. So this one has the track. That's 21 they're asking. This says pressed steel. I'm not sure between that or tin if you could really even necessarily tell. I don't deal with these often enough to know. But most of these are missing the track, and it might be that the track is fairly brittle, and if you're playing outside with it, it could end up breaking, and then what are you going to do at that point? So this could be good. So let's go to sold listings and see the condition of the ones that are actually selling. We just got one without the track that sold. Now that's using the code. If I put bulldozer or front end loader, I'm probably going to get different results. Even so, 10 bucks isn't bad. It may be that people have been priced out on this, so I'm thinking I'm going to be less than the other guy with the track. So he's going 21. Hey, look at that. A 1960s crane asking $450. I don't know if that's ridiculous or not. I mean, some of this stuff does go for big money. And it goes quick. I've listed some older farm equipment toys that I picked up, and they were gone within a week. Easy. Okay. So I thought maybe this would pull something. Now, this isn't exactly the same vehicle on the left here, but I kind of thought it might have a cart or something that would go to that pin in the back. None of the other ones appear to have anything. It's not exactly the same vehicle, but it's pretty close. But the other two have that same like pinhole thing and nothing in it. Interesting. So yeah, we're going to list it for 15. And I can always lower it down the road. I don't know I don't know how many people are looking for this exactly. We didn't see too many sold, but any kind of construction equipment should go. It's a matter of, is this even playable? Because I think it might be in that valley between collectible and playable, where collectors may not want it because it's not perfect, but it's not really comparatively a fun toy anymore. Two cars that I've never heard of. The brand is Majorette, and they are made in France. No year on them, but everything in this bag that I got that we're working on with the $250 I spent on it, going back to the Thomas the Train cars from 40 years ago. Everything I got in the bag is from late 70s to like 87. I think it's the oldest piece I found in there. So I don't know if there's any kind of collector's market for these. They look kind of cheap, honestly. They look like a cheaper Matchbox or Hot Wheels. Like the car's clipped onto this. This one's missing a door. So depending on rarity, this is garbage or it's still completely viable. But I don't know if anybody's collecting French Hot Wheels knockoffs. They have like rivets. Wheels are pretty beat up on this one. Rock just fell out of it. Awesome. But let's see if we can find any examples of these. So color me surprised. These are still in production. So I punched in. Must be Majorette. But this looks like it says Majorette. So this is owned by Jada, who makes kind of like knockoff garbage, and they're now made in Thailand. So I don't know if there's a collector's market for French-made ones, because this is obviously older, but kind of surprised they're still being made. So looking up the scale I have, which is 1/59th, there are some for sale. So this one looks exactly like the one I have, I think. The interior is about the same. I think it's the same car. It just says sports sedan. Oh, it says Mercedes. What is this? Oh, Honda Accord. Okay. We're close. So asking price $10. Mine's missing a door, so I'm kind of thinking I'm not going to be able to get anything for that one. These are not hot sellers, I don't think. There's only a few hundred for sale. We get this number 42 car, which is a little beat up, but it's still something. What I do sometimes is I list off-brands as a lot just to see if they'll sell. And it may be that if they're not valuable enough individually that I'll end up doing that. Alright, so we got the exact one, the Honda Accord, and that guy's trying to sell it for $26 plus shipping. Oh wow, we got one missing the door. Amazing. No door, rare origin, 11. Okay, let's just see what they're going for. Maybe that door was defective. Alright, so we got 21 sold. French made. That one's in really nice shape. That's probably why it went for the price it did. Mine are definitely in played with condition. So I got a different color, Honda. These are all being shipped overseas. So I'm probably just going to put these together into a bundle, and down the road I will list them, but I don't think they're going to draw any money the way they are. Alright, so next up we got Matchbox. these can sell individually if they're old enough and desirable. I just sold a Rolls Royce I picked up not too long ago, and that's one of the only individuals I sold. Now, the exceptions on Diecast are uh, any kind of like semi truck tends to sell well, and I think that's part of the whole kids want the toys built around the occupation of their parents. So I think a lot of kids that have truck driver dads want to have these. So I got an 81 made in Macau Peterbilt truck, and I think that may go individually for some money. And then I have this Golden Eagle Jeep, which is also an 81. And then I got this car, Corvette. Kid put his initials on it. So I don't know if that's going to come off, hopefully. And this is an 82. So let's look these up and see if they'll go individually. So you ever want to talk about oversaturation? 450,000 Matchbox for sale. Ludicrous. So Peterbilt 1981. There's usually going to be a few different color schemes. This one has the hitch on the back, or the fifth wheel, or whatever it's called. So I don't know if it was supposed to come with something. We got a Z on the side. How many of these are for sale? Just 81's 1,000. Let's just look at sold listings on that. See if we happen to catch this one, rather than go through 1,000 listings, and just get a general idea. So we got duos, we got bigger ones. So we got the black version. Lesney Matchbox. I don't think that's the same. Huh. That one for something. Is this the one? Peterbilt truck with trailer. No, that's an Ace truck, kind of similar. But the rear looks the same, so I'm guessing it was supposed to come with a flatbed. Even so, sold for $5 plus shipping. So I'm not seeing any individual value on this one, which is fine. Just goes into a bag and I'll do a lot with it. Let's look for the Matchbox Golden Eagle. Jeep. So Jeep people are really into Jeeps. So I thought maybe this one could go. But we have 270 of them for sale. So I need to be the cheapest one. And I'm going to lose money if I do that, because some of these are under $8. That guy's under $7. 270 for sale. We have sold 20. So really not worth doing. And then, just out of curiosity, look this one up. This is an example of a car that might go because it's a specialized vehicle. There's probably not a lot of these. So 454 Rat Matchbox, 1982. Oh, there's our sold listing of one. All right, 55. And mine's actually in good shape other than the K. Which that might come off, it might not. Mine's in better shape than these. Other than this one. But still, 55 and only one sold. I'm probably just going to do a bundle at a later date. Let's see what else we got. This one is absolutely destroyed, unfortunately. But just out of curiosity, I was going to look it up. It looked like it was actually submerged in water for possibly years. The whole metal portion of this is all corroded and pocked. The tires are okay. It's, yeah, pieces of it are actually broken off on the bottom. So this is a Corgi Toys Whiz Wheels GP Beach Buggy. And there's a patent and made in Great Britain. I have sold diecast from England specifically. But obviously in this condition, unless this thing is ultra rare, we are not going to be getting any money out of it. So, 141 of these for sale. I am guessing that the one to the left of the visual is the one this used to be. Because it kind of looks purple. There's that like revolver slash flower on the front. We can see we are missing a windshield. That guy's selling it for 20 bucks, but I'm definitely not getting 20 bucks out of this. Other ones with windshield broken are 10. So in good shape, this probably would have sold. Yeah, 31 sold with 140 for sale is really not bad. And they're going for decent prices if they're in good condition. So if this was nice, this is as close to mine as we're going to get. Mine is absolutely destroyed. So I'll throw it in a bundle just to see what happens, but unfortunately no value with that. Striking out on the die casts. Good thing we got propped up by the trains earlier. This is not a die cast, but it is interesting. It is a fully plastic car. 1987, and it's a Hasbad Takeratomi. So that is a company that deals with like Power Rangers, Voltron, all that kind of stuff. I don't know what this could go for, though. It has like these weird clips all over, like it went to something. So I'm gonna have to do a Google Lens, more than likely, to figure out what this even is. It's actually Hasbro. I don't know why I thought it said Hasbad. It's kind of like a weird lettering. So I thought it was maybe a company that got absorbed at a point, but this is Hasbro Takara Roadhogs. It looks like these link together. So it has like different positions. I guess you could probably put them side by side and they would hook into each other and you can navigate the cars along a track maybe. I don't know. I've never seen these in my life. So let's see if we can find it. This is a Lamborghini, which Google Lens was not helpful in this because it just kept showing me actual Lamborghinis no matter what I put in. So people are trying to sell them. So we got 68 results. And show me Transformers. That's not quite right. So Roadhogs don't appear to sell. No matches for Roadhog. Try and get rid of that. In package Roadhogs sold. So nobody's looking for these things, unfortunately. You know, this was a year when I was very much alive and interested in toys, and the fact that this did not ring a bell doesn't bode well for these. I don't really understand what the gimmick was. If they were like worked like a slot car or what. I hate throwing it away, but 121 listings and only one has ever sold. It ain't gonna be mine if I list it. Now people are asking a bit for these, but still, no one's looking for them. If you really wanted this, you would not balk at $10. I just don't think anybody has a fond memory of this toy. It probably didn't work, I would guess. I want to look at the package just to see if it actually says what you're supposed to do with it. Yeah, it's like a chain of cars. You can link them all together and make like formations. Yeah. Ah, it's too bad, but yeah, I don't have a use for it. I hate throwing something this old away, but it's just going to sit around, honestly. So, last diecast is we have a 1/36th scale diecast Cabriolet, and this is from MC Toy. No year on it. And unfortunately, I think it's a pullback and it doesn't work. So unless this is very, very sought after, this is not going to be sellable because it kind of wants to go. That's the extent of that. I may actually take it apart just to learn about these. I haven't run into too many pullbacks that don't work at all. But let's see what we got on MC Toys. Alright, so we got 31 roughly like this for sale. Looks like there's a few models, but obviously you can see the blue one would be the one I'm looking for. So it's a VW Cabriolet 1/36. And unless these are actually selling for significant money, this will not go anywhere. And pretty doubtful. So we could say like this was a bust. But, however, we did learn some stuff today. Or at least I did. I'm not really into diecasts. I'm into the ones that sell, which is Kinsmart and Welly. Ones that are about this size or bigger do move. So I learned even if something is old, if it's not nice, it doesn't really matter who made it. It doesn't appear any of these off-brands were really sought after. I have sold, also I've sold Leslie die-casts in the past. I sold one car that was from the 50s, but it was West German. I sold that for a significant amount of money. But in general, the Matchbox sized cars don't seem to sell. No matter the brand, this is more the preferred size. And it makes sense because playing wise, you can play with this just fine, but display wise, it's at least larger and you can interact with it a little bit. It's kind of a cool detail. The seats go forward and the doors open, obviously. But as a display piece, I think it works pretty well. So, I'm not going to bother listing it. It's not going to move. Only one sold. And I'm guessing it was nicer than this one. Doesn't mention if it worked or not. I haven't run into too many pullbacks that don't work. But I will take this apart just to learn how they do in case I ever run into something that would be worth significant money if indeed it worked. So only put $8 on the scoreboard for this video, but whatever. Knowledge is worth more than money. So if you like this kind of reseller toy content, please like and subscribe and comment. That helps out a lot. And I appreciate you, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.